Now let's go to the second thing to remember, judgment. So after death, it doesn't end there. There is judgment. Judgment is the account of the soul before God. Judgment is the account of my soul, your soul before God, when we depart from this earth. So at the end of time, God will sit on his judgment seat, on his throne of mercy, and judge us according to our works. Now I want to make this distinction as regards judgment. There are two forms of judgment. The first form of judgment, or the first kind of judgment, is what we call the particular judgment. As the name suggests, particular means it's about you, the individual. It's about you, the person. It's about you before God. So that's what we call the particular judgment. The particular judgment is when immediately the soul separates from the body. Or if you want, immediately you die, your soul goes before God to be judged. Immediately you die, your soul goes before God to be judged. And so you hear so many stories that, oh, this person is dead, and 40 days after we saw the person. This person died, and a week after we saw the person here, the person there. Immediately you die, your soul separates from your body and goes straight to God to be judged. That is our faith. That when we die, our soul goes immediately to God. And that's what we mean by the particular judgment. The particular judgment. Let us read from Luke chapter 16, verse 22. Luke 16, 22 is a famous story about the rich man and Lazarus. If we read verse 22, we are told that the poor man died and was carried away by the angels to be with Abraham. The rich man also died and was buried. So we are told that the poor man died, and when he died, what happened? He was carried by the angels to Abraham, to where Abraham is. So this to tell us that, look, the moment you die, your soul goes before God to be judged. And that is what we mean by particular judgment. So somebody who asks, Father, how about after the world? Jesus says that after everything, you see the Son of Man in the clouds with the angels coming to judge us. How about that? Does it mean that after the particular judgment, there's nothing like any form of judgment again? No. There is. And this brings us to the second type or form of judgment. And that is what I mean by general judgment. So you have the particular judgment, and the second is the general judgment. It is the form of judgment when at the end of the world, all men will stand before the judgment seat of God and will give an account of what they did on earth. So at the end of the world, all men will stand before the mercy seat of God and will give an account of what they have done. That is what we call the general judgment. So before you go to bed, you ask yourself, if God calls me as I'm sleeping, what account will I give to him? What did I do during the day? Did I spend time on my knees in prayer? Did I have time to read the scripture? Did I have time to talk about Jesus to another person? So every day should be a day of judgment. Every day should be a day of accountability. Every day should be a day of retrospection where we look into ourselves and ask ourselves, where am I? Where will I spend eternity? Should God call me today?